All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Complexity Casting presents, coLcast presents. There's no presents in this game unless you consider tdM versus Complexity. Scrim's a present, and you should, because it's just as bit of a treat as Christmas morning and opening your presents then. Guys, I hope that you are going to enjoy this one. It should be great. Complexity versus Trademark once again going to be going up here. Trademark did very, very well in that last game, held it together in Complexity, although they had a great start in the early game. Unfortunately, the mid game, the initiation for their team fights just wasn't really there, and it's a little bit unfortunate for sure, but we'll see if they can do it this time. Once again, just trying out for a little bit of different lineups. Interesting. Might have a co-caster coming in here in a few minutes. We'll see. But for now, it's just going to be me. And guys, I hope that you are excited for this one, as I realize that I have the wrong overlay on right now. So there we go. There's the correct overlay. Let's take a look at these picks as they're coming out here. We do have Blind Bands, Draconis, and Plague Rider for the Legion team. Hellborn choosing to get rid of Wild Soul and Keeper of the Forest. And, well, here we are looking at the lock pool. Locks, we do have Ophelia, Tempest, Parasite, Aluna, Glacius, and Torture. So 3 of the strong junglers and 3 supports right there. Torture displaying support so much more often recently than we've seen in the past. But that's what we're looking at. The bans, we did have Fade, Tundra, and Demented Shaman being banned out by MyNuts. So wanting to get rid of some of those map control initiation heroes there with Tundra and Fade. Also says, no Demented Shaman coming out for you. Not going to get birded. Not going to get pushed down by Balfagor. B-Kid going to go with Pebbles, Engineer, and Zephyr to remove from the pool. So just getting rid of some of the initiators right there. And of course, great pusher in support with Engineer Zephyr. Picks, first pick coming out was Wretched Hag. Silhouette and Bubbles going to be the picks for Complexity. Well, Insania is going to pick up. The Master of Arms not going to be playing that one, I'm pretty sure. Magnus going to be picked up by Trademark as well. And they do go with their first lock pick here as Tempest. While Complexity responds with Miraxis, and then into the lock pool, Aluna, Parasite. So grabbing their support and their jungler, and they just blew through this lockpicking phase. These scrims sometimes just go so fast. But Zai saying, I guess they're just talking about the Tempest versus Keeper of the Forest ultimates right there in some of those last team fights. As I guess B-Kid maybe the team raging at him a little bit. He did hold on to those ultimates for quite some time, even with the early refresher stone. And gonna go ahead and make a call here real quick, and we're gonna get Pallet on the horn. The game does get paused here real quick, and we'll see if we can get Pallet pick up. There we go. Hey,
oh.
Pallet, how are you?
Yo.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Happy to have you here. You were mentioning that your internet was having some problems or something?
Yeah, I'm lagging a bit. I don't know. I don't that Swedish internet everyone is talking about, but doing my best.
Yeah, you sound all right though. So let's take a look at these teams. I mean, your Trademark's player manager, have they been doing a little bit of swapping around really with their hero roles? I mean, I've seen Zai playing the Suicide Magnus a lot, but is he maybe taking more of an initiator role? Oh, although Limp is on Magnus this time, so.
Yeah, I think Magnus has changed his draft a bit since he's trying new heroes out. I think coL is doing the same since it's scrims. But I mean, Sai will always play the Suicide role. What hero is playing, I don't know really. But yeah, he ran the initiator last game with me.
Yeah, certainly did. And now, what do you think about these teams? I mean, tdM has a ton of teamfight utility, but they're really truly late game, pretty much going to be carried solely by this Wretched Hag. I guess well, got Noob G here on the Master of Arms, so he seemed to get in the farm as well. So, okay, maybe their late game is pretty strong. But what do you think of these teams?
I don't really know. I think that Noob G will run the carry on Master of Arms. Since you can run him as support, you can run him semi-carry or carry. Sai, I think Sai will always bring a lot of potential for late game on that wretch tag. He always seems to do. And Nuts will always get his farm on Tempest. But I do think that Halborn has a bit advantage late game with that Silhouette.
Yeah, Silhouette, of course, a very, very strong carry. I mean, Noob G on the Master of Arms, he requires a lot of items, whereas Silhouette does just have a little bit more of that innate carry ability. As we did have a remake go out, so going to see if we can get back into this game right away. And, well, let's try to get back in. Anybody made yet? There we go. Hear it going off now.
Yeah, and
there we go. Going to hop on in, and do you know
didn't
what
really catch. I didn't really catch the Hellborn team or Complex line, so I don't know what heroes they had. But I saw that they had a Parasite who got boots, and that's interesting. Since he'll probably go jungle, tdM jungle, and I think that tdM will run a solo MOA bottom lane, and he has escapability that you have on a side lane, so that will be interesting to see if they can stop him.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be, and man, Pallet, you were really lagging. Your voice just got real robotic there.
Yeah, as I said, my internet is really unstable right now. I'll try to fix. You can call me up in a minute or two and try to fix it.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'm lying.
All right. Well, we will. We'll give that a shot then, or maybe another time. We'll see. We'll figure it out. All right. We'll try to get that figured out then. All right, guys. Trying to get this one settled here in a moment. As Pallet is just kind of hanging out right there.
Tempest, Magnus, Silhouette, Bubbles, Parasite, Aluna, Moraxus, Glacius, Master of Arms, Wretched Hag.
Alright, I'm gonna get back into this one.
Let's get it on.
There we go. Alright, ladies and gents, welcome back to more Complexity Casting. coLcast presents Scrimcast Live. Trademark eSports taking on Complexity Gaming once more here. And had a little bit of a remake, so this was all pick. It seems quite often that we do have remakes here, just all the time, scrims, tournaments, or otherwise, lots and lots of repicks. So that's what we're looking at right here. The Trademark eSports lineup looks like it's going to be Suicide Magnus being played by Zai. Once again, going to have Limp doing his thing on Wretched Hag. And Zai on Magnus as a Suicide is something that I have seen just a lot recently. Like 6 or 7 games out of like the last maybe 8 or 9 that I've seen Zai play. He's been playing Suicide Magnus or Suicide Rally. And very, very interesting to see that. And we'll see if we can actually pick Pallet back up here again in a minute. He was going to be co-casting with me, but was experiencing some internet issues. And perhaps might have gotten those resolved. Insania going to be doing his thing down here in the bottom lane. Wretched Hag most likely going to be soloing, which would mean Insania rotates back to the mid. actually babysit Noob G, who's playing the Master of Arms. Minet's, of course, going to be in the jungle, as he very, very commonly is. And Pallet just messaged me on Skype. Whatever. Alright, got that sorted out. So, Glacius with Master of Arms there in the middle lane. Going to be squaring off against Franzi on a Luna and Haxorn on Meraxes. So, as you can say, what's going on here? Yeah, Complexity trying out some different hero lane positions, as they have kind of been trying Moonmander here on the hard carry. B-Kid playing more of that suicide role, and Haxorn kind of moving toward that initiator a little bit. We'll see how long that lasts and what kind of success they do have with that. As Franzi still playing the same old role here. He's taking a lot of pressure there in the middle lane, forced to use that regen right away. Top lane, you do have Parasite being played by Chessie. Might be looking for a nice early harass here on a Magnus, but Silhouette versus Magnus, I mean, you really gotta imagine that Silhouette's gonna have a good time over here. But, you know, I've seen Zai work some miracles. That's first as Pallet times out. So maybe still having some internet issues. I feel bad for the guy. He was having computer issues and now he's having internet issues. But yeah, Silhouette versus Magnus up here in the top lane. I don't know. We'll see. I've seen Zai actually beat. I've seen Zai beat Slicks on Soul Reaper with the Suicide Magnus, and you think about that, and you're just like, wait, what? Like that's not a thing. That's not something that actually happened. But no, that is in fact something that did actually happen. As Bubbles is taking a lot of pressure here in the bottom lane. Hag looking like she wanted to throw out a haunt, but then realized she doesn't learn the skill. As there's the Forked Lightning. Double damage Parasite going to be working on Glacius right here. And there's the charge shot. Parasite needs the leech, and the power throw from Franzi actually finishes him off. So well done there. Able to get the last hit, and got to be happy with that one. Bubbles going to be manning up on Wretched Hag a little bit. Hag down to just that one health potion. Will have to consume that. But Complexity with a nice early lead. Just like they did in the last game. Good roaming coming out from Parasite. Just like they had good roaming coming out in the last game from Ophelia. As Bubbles is continuing to take a lot of pressure here in the bottom lane. Limp doing a great job down there. And B-Kid maybe... well, having a hard time in that suicide lane. As he does man up right here. Shell Surf, Song of the Sea, and not going to be able to finish off Wretched Hag. Both of them about one last hit away from really being killed right there. As we're going to give Pallet a call and try this out once again.
Hello again.
Hey.
Is it better now?
Yeah, you sound a lot better. Not lagging this time. That helps.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I restarted my modem, so on, so I think it will work now.
Well, let's hope so. I'd love to have you on. But just taking a look at what's going on in this game so far. Wretched Hag doing pretty well against Bubbles, but Bubbles getting some really good lane position here. Maybe a combination of Wretched Hag just kind of pulling it a little bit too much right there. Neither team really having a deny, though. And Bubbles looking good down there, while Silhouette is doing all right in the top lane, and Complexity scored the Bloodlust in mid.
Yeah, I haven't really caught up in the first of the game since I was out, but it seemed like bottom lane is quite even, because Limp is out of regen.
Yes.
He's flying in with the courier now, but... And Sai swapped that Magma, so he's playing that suicide role again. Seems quite even though.
Yep, pretty even indeed. I mean, Silhouette in the top lane, 21 and 11 as opposed to the 14 and 2 on Magnus. So Zai, I don't know how he does it, but he just seems to make Suicide Magnus work. And I really do like that, because if he's not able to make it work, if they bring somebody else up there and force him out of the lane, as in the middle lane, there's the Wild Hunter going to be coming out. Leech not coming out in time, though, and Insania might be maybe not as much trouble as you thought here. There's the Thunder Blast. Now Luna takes the tower hit. She's going to go down to Noob G. And now Parasite can actually have to try to find a creep, but does not find one. He's like, oh, crap. Going to use the leech and then try to run, but the Ice Imprisonment comes out, and Chessie, one more set of auto attacks, even the tower finishes him off. Insania gets the kill for that one. And good job there from tdM.
Yeah, that was a real nice response by Minox.
Monster's going to come in with the Eruption up top. No, not going to be able to get the finish, and Silhouette gets away with the tree grapple. Sorry, there's just action all over the place.
Yeah, I see that, but what I was saying, like, Minox did a really nice response there in the jungle, but Parasite was a bit unlucky since there was no creep at the big camp bottom. He tried to search for one, but Minox already cleared that. So, yeah, it was a nice response, but a bit lucky as well.
Was lucky indeed. It was really unfortunate that as he came up the hill there in the middle lane, he wasn't able to get the leech off before the fog kicked in. He was actually in the middle of casting it and got fogged. As a result, Glacius was able to get closer to the tower than you would have liked, as Magnus is trying to get out of there. There's the leech, though, and Chessie finishes him off this time. Thunder Blast going to be coming in, and good rotation here from a hasted Miraxis. They're going to turn it around. Here comes the Quake right there, and the Axe is going to be able to connect it as well. Last hit going to be coming in. Well, maybe not just yet, as that's the defensive master's call. Glacius will go down. Haxrin ends up getting the last hit.
No TP's in there. They know it was kind of dead. I don't know why they used Mobile for that. Was hoping for something. I don't know. It was. I guess it's nice to use more ulti there, but they need some TPs to use it, because else it's just a waste.
Yep.
He was pretty dead.
It's almost like using the Glyph of Fortification and then not TPing in to try to deny it or anything. It's just it's just delaying the inevitable. Maybe bottom a few more seconds, but now Master of Arms out of mana there in the middle lane, using 150 mana on the Master's Call, which could have been a charge shot and halfway to another Forked Lightning or something.
Yeah. This game has been pretty active, I see. 5 kills in 7 minutes.
More active
tdM versus coL used to be farm games.
Yeah, but both these teams changing things up a little bit. I think both of the drafters starting to draft a bit more aggressively as well. And so I like it. I like it quite a bit, moving these players around. Moonmander definitely someone with a reputation of wanting to be active no matter what role he's playing, and he does that in his lane. He's constantly trying to go for kills, even to the point of overextending on occasion. But
yeah, exactly. I know from fact that Sai is a really offensive player as well. Even though he plays on Suicide, he really wants to try to go offensive. And Moonmander on Silhouette, he's really good with that hero. So I don't know if it's that good to go offensive with Magnus or Silhouette, but we'll see.
You know what though? Zai is keeping up in terms of levels. He's about 100 gold per minute down in experience, but hey, I was talking with Panny in the last game, and he was saying that pretty much if Silhouette's in a short lane position, that it is extremely unlikely that she's going to actually lose to any hero 1v1. Just the fact that Magnus is keeping up in levels and has forced regen out of Silhouette is really impressive, as a Wing Courier is going to spot Parasite over here. Magnus is going to have to fall back. Maybe the Courier didn't spot. Death Lotus actually misses right there. They're actually trying to bait the Lava Surge from Zai right now.
I don't think he knows Parasite is there.
Doesn't look like it. Now he's going to know.
Now he does.
Walks right through him, and Parasite actually does not take the Sonar Scream. That one misses. Parasite going to have to get into a creep. Actually manning up right here. There's the defensive master's call. Finishes it off with the Sonar Scream, but she goes down as well to the Death Lotus, and now Zai going to need to use his Lava Surge in order to survive. Okay.
I don't know what I did there. I think he wanted to disjoint the last hit, but
yeah,
didn't
failed
work.
on that though. Speaking of failing middle lane, Haxrin uses the Arcane Shield, not going to really disjoint anything though, and Raxus could be in some trouble. Emerald Lightning trying to keep him alive. Elemental Void going to catch two, but there's the very, very nice kelp field, and Raxus will be able to survive now. Going to turn around with some axes, gets an assist on Glacius. Will they be able to man up right here? Charge Shot going to be coming in. Parasite's there to clean up one, and they get the other with Master of Arms going to fall to the Forked Lightning. Misses. Complexity brings home a total of 4 kills. Only losing Bubbles right there.
Real nice response by Complexity there. Really good TP by Chessie.
Very, very
and
nice.
also the Minus waited for for a nice Tempest ult, which he got, but Bubbles was there to use his scalp wheel in the right time, so that was really good by them.
Very, very well played indeed. Great coordination there from the Complexity team. As, well, going to reset the lanes a little bit. Complexity being a little bit ahead just now as Windmander keeps missing Death Lotuses.
Yeah, I see that as well. I don't know what's up with that, but
and that's what
it's a bit
scrims are
unfortunate.
for. Are for getting more comfortable with heroes that you're not already super comfortable with. I mean, you want to be playing heroes in tournament games that you've played 100 times, 1,000 times before, you know. Yeah. And that's what scrims are for. So
they have swapped roles in Complexity, though. I think they're trying to have Haxon as initiator and Moonmander as farmer now.
Yeah. At least in these scrims, that's what they're trying out. I mean, who knows how long that's going to last, but it seems to work out decently. I mean, Moon's a great farmer. He's a great carry. And Haxon, he's always been comfortable playing the Meraxes or the Pebble, something like that. We've even seen in the last few weeks that B-Kid has actually rotated to that suicide position quite a bit. As Zai going to get some assistance from Insania, might set up a kill up here in the top lane. There's the Lava Surge. Going to be channeling the Eruption. Kelpfield going to cancel that, though. They're going to try to turn it around, in fact. And Shell Surf comes in. The Song of the Sea missing. Man's up on Glacius. He's going to take the fall. Zai hits the power supply. Lava Surge away. And
I think he's dead. Zai gonna come. Baba's going to Shell Surf there. He doesn't have a TP.
He will indeed Shell Surf right there. And definitely going to fall right now. 4 players from the Complexity team grabbing experience for that one. And, well, good response from...
It was a really good bait, to be honest. Bubbles was already there when they went for him. Now, trouble mid.
Possibly. The axe is not connecting, though. Bottom lane, Minuts and Limp managed to take down that first-tier tower. Going to start to put some pressure on the second one as well, but TP support coming in from Bubbles should put an end to that relatively quickly.
He doesn't have mana on Bubbles, though. I think he has TP to soak up experience.
Yeah, that is definitely...
Alona coming in now, though. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she'll be able to clean that one up. No problem. And so, now with tdM, they're still a little bit behind, but nothing extraordinary here. Limp farming pretty well at 266 gold per minute, but Minuts currently farming.
Minuts has super good farm.
Yes,
super good.
And they're going to go in on Bubbles right here. B-Kid gets completely caught out. The nice Glacial Blast with the Lava Surge right there. And bring him down. 4 players in the bottom lane. Going to be able to take down this tower most likely as well.
Yeah, most likely. But, yeah, Minus has super good farm. Like, 83 CKs in 12 minutes. That's, wow. It's really good.
Very, very good indeed. And with that second last hit on another tower here, Minut's up to getting close to 400 GPM at 13 minutes in. And we'll see what kind of a build he goes on Tempest. But if he was rushing for a portal key, he'd have it already. With a bottle, with boots, with a mana ring.
I don't think he is, though. But I'm not sure. Like, Minuts, I've noticed sometimes he buys Steam Boots, sometimes he buys Ghost Marcher, sometimes he rush a PK, sometimes not. It's really up to the enemy team. If they have, like, a Keeper, rushing PK isn't optimal, to be honest, because Keeper can just pick in and stop it. Yes. So he rather go for tablets and astrolabes and stuff like that.
Oh, top
lane. I don't know really.
Able to get the tree grapple out for now, but there's the offensive master's call, and the Lava Surge should be able to finish him off momentarily. Red Power Throw would have sniped Hag right there. Didn't quite, though. And Lava Surge right there as Zai's in some trouble right here. There is the face hug. Shell Surf comes in. Song of the Sea. Quake connects auto attacks to finish him off. So trading Silhouette for Zai on Magnus. Not a great trade, but at least they were able to respond and get a kill.
Yeah, good response again, and they will get a free tower now as well. So I guess that's good. It's fine. Even though they traded Silhouette, they got a tower and a kill on Magnus.
Yeah. Not bad. And will they be able to get the deny perhaps here in middle lane? The Skeleton King Pin going to come out and deny. Nice job there from Jesse.
Nice
the winner does go down, so getting caught a little bit out of position right there. Might be looking for Master of Arms. And in fact, there's the Kelpfield going to be coming in. Noob G in some serious trouble. Activates the Energizer. Not even going to matter. Shell Surf, Song of the Sea with that leech. And down he goes.
Chess is really doing work with this Parasite this game.
4-2 and
That's
5.
what you want.
Yep.
You would really want someone to take over the game when you have a Parasite. So good, super effective.
Yeah, it's definitely very good. And Chessie, I mean, just like Minets on the other team, plays a very, very effective Parasite.
Yeah, but thing with Parasite is that he's really good at ganking and stuff like that, but he doesn't farm as fast as a Tempest or a War Beast or Keeper. But when you run a Parasite, you almost need to get kills and stuff happens. And Chess has played a really good game, so I think that the farm you get on Tempest as tdM traded versus the kills you get as a Parasite is kind of equal this game, because he has done a good job as Parasite.
Yeah. Like you said, if you don't get those kills, well, you're not going to get the farm that you're looking for, but doing pretty well.
Exactly.
And, well, kills are very, very important as TP is coming in up here in the top lane. Eruption going to be channeled, and down goes Silhouette.
Wow.
No, she TP's on out. That was the Shadow. And so they're going to go for the dive right here. And here comes TP's. The Bat Blast going to connect. Lava Surge finishes him off, and Tempest looking for an escape route. Really, there's the Glacial Downpour, actually. Insania goes down. Shell Surf going to come in. The Mirax's Matrax is going to go in. There is Hag actually taking the defensive Master's Call. She can be able to survive. She does. Waits out the Kelpfield, and Magnus going to go down as well. Minet's even able to clean up the kill onto Francie. So tdM played that pretty dang well. Minet's, though, he might be in some trouble. And, well, nope, Noob G's there now. Going to be looking for something. In fact, going to be going on to Parasite. Limp using the Sonar Scream out in the middle of nowhere. Miraxus does take the fall in the front lines, and Chessie still trying to get out of there. Inside of that Wolf Commander, Glacial Blast going to be going out onto him. There's the Fork Lightning missing, though, and Parasite will be able to escape. So tdM looked kind of grim for them going into that team fight. Ended up playing it very, very well.
Yeah, I think they ended up on the winning side, that team fight, though.
Definitely.
Sai did a really nice job by waiting for Parasite to use his ult and then stun both him and I think it was Miraxus. So Limp escaped on Hag. It was nice patience.
It was very good patience, and I mean even the Master of Arms defensive right there onto Hag, she was able to survive. Good play all around from tdM and Complexity. Not able to really... they knew that they needed to get up there, and they were able to get the TPs there, but they weren't able to isolate anybody. It was great positioning on the part of Trademark, as they might be looking for a kill on Zai in the bottom lane. Portal Key is available here on Parasite. No, Zai going to back up enough for now.
Really unfortunate for coL, because Moon baited with his illusion quite well there.
He even baited
and
me.
they went, and they went for him, and they had to dive the tower. Like they were 3 or 4 people diving, and the TPs came in, but they really didn't get the clutch plays they looked for.
They're going for Magnus right there, and yeah, Zai will go down. Great use of the Portal Key with the Face Hug Leech, the Red Power Throw, and the Shell Surf, as well as the Song of the Sea, all being used right there. But bringing home the kill on Zai, knocking him back down into the 200 gold per minute range. Very, very worth it.
Yeah. Minot's still up there as top lead. If you look at the GPM chart, Complexity has 4 people with around 300 GPM, while tdM has a bit more spread.
Yeah, it's certainly a bit different for tdM, as Haxon going to take a lot of pressure here in the middle lane from Wretched Hag, but he will be able to get out of there. Glacius in some trouble. No, Silhouette actually getting initiated on, uses the tree grapple, though. And in the end, Insania able to call down that Glacial Downpour and escape with his life. So good response from Minets to get the stuns off.
Nice ult by Moa there as well. I think Glacius would have died with the Lotus from Silhouette.
Okay, I didn't even see that one go off. Got to that a little bit late.
Yeah.
Oh, Parasite.
Oh, Parasite.
Yeah, he's in trouble right here. Charge shot. There's the Elemental Void. Gonna be able to finish him off with just the auto attacks. And Chessie using the blink to get up onto the high ground. Blinking up a ramp that's a no-no. You don't know what's going on up there.
Yeah, he probably thought they left the lane, but they have really good control over Complexity's jungle, tdM.
Oh, going in on Wretched Hag right here. Shell Surf, Song of the Sea. Defensive Masters calling Hag not going to be able to get out of there. The Matrix detonated, and she does go down. So good pick off there on Limp.
Yeah, this game is brutal.
Yeah, 27 hero kills at 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
And you
It's fun to see. It's fun to see those two teams starting to play offensively. Because they usually only farm, or mostly farms.
Yeah, so we'll see if in the upcoming weeks, maybe the entire metagame starts to take a little bit more of an offensive shift. And players and spectators alike have been complaining about the passive metagame. And with
I mean, teams understood a couple of weeks ago that the farming meta was the way to go, because you just earn so much by killing creeps instead of killing enemy heroes. But I mean, if you're successful with offensive play, you will always win, because you will steer the game wherever you want. If you get the kills whenever you want and you can play offensive and kill enemy jungle, you will win the game. Hopefully. But I mean, yeah.
Yeah, middle lane Meraxis playing with fire here, trying to get up on Noob G, but not wanting to get too close. Doesn't know what lines be on the other side of the river, and
yeah, he won't jump there. Not when there's tower. And actually, Monster of Arms is pretty fat.
Yeah,
decent
he
fun.
is. 326 gold per minute. He's got the steam boots. He's got the energizer. Grabs a quick blade. Most likely going to be for a firebrand, perhaps a null fireblade. Firebrand though would make him extremely mobile, giving him a natural move speed increase, and then phase boots along with energizer and his offensive master's call to actually give him 3 different methods of increasing movement speed.
Yeah, I think it's interesting though, because he will go for the carry route, I'm pretty sure, since it's Noob G and he is the carry player of tdM. But going for the firebrand route, that's good, but no fireblade is actually really good against this team, I think. Some player doesn't know it, but it can purge hellflowers and sheeps and those stuff. And yeah, it's a good all-around item on MOA.
Do you know if it can purge kelp field?
No, it cannot.
Okay.
But it can purge most of single target items and spells.
Yeah. Could purge face hug from Parasite, the silence.
Yeah, it can purge the slow and the silence.
So that could be nice to have, as while Master of Arms doesn't even need those mobility items right now. He does have a haste bottled up.
Yeah.
Unless Parasite steals that, which he very well could do. Of course, with that highly mobile blink dagger of his own there. And we'll see. Minots is baiting pretty hard right now. Complexity should be aware of it, as they do have Silhouette actually pushing out the bottom lane. Ain't gonna blink back, as they're just slow pushing this tower. Neither team wants to commit, knowing that Silhouette is just happy down there pushing. And will TP back to the middle tower, so coL mounts a successful defense. Gonna be going in on Master of Arms here. There's the kelp field. He uses the haste string, gonna try to get out of there. Shelter Song of the Sea brings him down though, and Noob G takes the fall. Meraxis perhaps in some trouble right here as he's taking the Glacial Blast. Minots wants to get in there. Bat Blast finishes him off. And now Magnus gonna go in. He drops the Lava Surge onto a Luna. Sonar Scream finishes him off, and Limp grabs one himself.
They will chase. They will chase now.
They're definitely gonna be chasing, and if not getting the kill, at least taking the tower. 2 players down for Complexity. tdM, well, no, maybe not gonna be pushing the tower.
Yeah, and Insania dewarding, and getting a DD top. That was really good for tdM. Real nice fight for them. They have such a mobility in their team. They got 2 PKs, Blinks on Hag, MOA haste, and all that. It's easy for them to kite out. Like a Meraxis, when he uses a blink, it's kinda vulnerable for their kiting.
Yeah, they are doing a very good job kiting with that team, but hey, the game's still very, very even right now. 13-17. Hero kills in favor of Complexity, but Golden Experience lead roughly identical. And now as Silhouette picks up her portal key, both of these teams getting very, very mobile. These team fights are going to be so chaotic. multiple
Moonmander
blinks.
is farming really good right now as well. He has been farming that bottom lane for quite a while. And tdM I think they try to force team fights, but they really haven't found an opening. I think they want to wait for Minas to get his shrunken head, which he will have now since he has 3.2k. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he does finish up that shrunken head, so the only thing that's actually going to go through that now is the face hug from Parasite. If Silhouette were to pick up a Whispering Helm and then dominate a skeleton, that would, of course, help out as well, but not going to be going that route, at least just yet, as we do see the Nullfire Blade picked up there on Master of Arms, so your choice for that item was heated.
I don't really know. I think it's... Nullfire Blade is an underestimated item, since what I stated before. You can purge so many things and help teammates a lot with it, but it's not an optimal... Oh shit, action. Parasite.
Indeed. Parasite gonna be going... No, he does manage to get into the cannon, and Silhouette's in there, gonna be going in. There's the Quake on the Master of Arms, and Noob G goes down. Shellsurf going out. They want to catch Magnus, not gonna be able to, though. Great turnaround, and Chessie just so effective at being able to get into that Hell Cannon, saving his own hide, and they even turn it around for the kill onto the opposing team carry.
Yeah. I think they're gonna get the Nye on mid lane now as well. Oh, nice snipe by Minot.
Yeah, Minot, he needs to get out of there. Deactivated the portal key, though, and now Limprap's in some trouble. He takes a lot of damage, able to escape for now. Here comes the portal key onto Minot, though. Gonna be going in for the face hug. They need to see that he has the shrunken head, though. Instead, gonna fall back. Don't want to have to mess with that just yet.
I think they're looking for the turnaround tdM. That's why he didn't blink or use the shrunken head. He wanted to bait him because when they jump him with a face hug, he instantly uses shrunken head and can turn with ulti. Plus PK on Mag and blink on Hag with both ults up. And I think Complexity knew that it was gonna be a bait, so they wisely choose to back off.
Yeah, I'd like to think that as soon as they saw that shrunken head, they were just like, nope, not gonna happen. Not going into that, because, I mean, if Parasite had closed the distance with a face hug right there, they just wait 3 seconds and drop the Elemental Void. Like, hit the shrunken head immediately, and then hit the Elemental Void, catch everyone that tries to jump on Tempest, and just win the game. So,
yeah.
Good response by Complexity.
Both teams has really high magical damage. They can both teams can burst down a person quite fast, and Moonlander is the only one who's gonna have physical damage, except for Master of Arms if he goes that route. I think.
Yeah, and
so intense.
He is hitting kind of hard with that blue on at 170 to 176. Now picking up the Nullfire Blade level 2. But like you said, a lot of his damage still coming from the magical. You got the Nullfire proc, that's magical. You got something like the Forked Lightning, the Charge Shot, the Green Goo, all magical based. So certainly not a whole ton of physical damage there on the tdM side.
He has no Fire Blade 2 now as well, so he doesn't have any charges.
And that can't purge Merax's Matrax, can it?
No, no, it cannot.
Don't think so.
I'm pretty sure.
It does purge Barbed Armor, though.
I'm not... Yeah, that's a good question. Not really sure, so I won't say anything. But
Yeah. Oh, I know for a fact that it purges Barbed Armor.
Okay.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Bubbles is pressing bottom lane
He's
really hard.
Certainly is, and
He's gonna get the tower.
yeah,
I don't think
definitely gonna
tdM
get
will.
the tower right here. tdM instead trying to catch somebody here in the middle lane, but Complexity doing the right thing and falling back. But their top tower taking a ton of pressure now as well, and it's gonna go down. Doesn't look like it's gonna be denied either. So Complexity getting the worst end of that trade, trading to tier 2 for a tier 1.
I don't really know why they didn't try to defend that. I think they felt like they didn't have any vision and so on, so they wandered down to tdM's jungle and farmed that instead and took the tower safely.
Yeah, I think that they're also just very afraid of the team fight that that tdM team has. As I mean, I saw in the first draft. I'm not sure if you were offline at that point, but Zai I think said, "Good luck in team fights." when they finished up drafting this one, just kind of taunting him a little bit, saying, we have ridiculous team fight, which, damn, they certainly do.
Well, tdM has a really strong team fight, but it relies on that they get their Wretch Tiger ult off and Magnus off, and with the initiates and counter initiates, complex to have, they can turn around and fight quite easy. It's really much up to Tempest ult, I think, for tdM.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of it contingent on that, but I mean, even if he's only able to get one person inside of it, just being able to try to group up the rest of the complexity team so that Magnus can get those big lava surges, the big bat blasts coming in from Limp, something like that. But, well, we'll see as both teams are kind of falling back and farming just a little bit. 31 hero kills at 31 minutes now, so haven't had one in a little while here. But both teams just trying to finish up their next items.
GPM charge is ridiculous, though. It's no difference at all. 32 gold plus for complexity. Though they are up almost 7k experience. So,
yeah, so
they're leading.
Yeah, they're definitely leading, and they're not looking bad at all, as Silhouette does actually just get a shrunken head delivered, so straight up right-click that one, and she's going to be very hard to kill now in the middle of these fights with her mobility and with her defensive items.
Yeah. Hellflower on Hag as well, that's good. I think he had it for a while, but didn't mention it.
Yeah, that's going to be very helpful to deal with Silhouette if they're able to break that Null Stone. And the cast animation on Haunt is very, very long. So I feel like...
Yeah, it's kind of slow.
Yeah, I feel like Hag's not going to be able to break the Null Stone effectively.
Minus went for the Energizer route. It's quite interesting, since they already have Energize as well on Noob G.
Yeah, I saw this in the last game as well, as there's initiation right here. Glacius perhaps in some trouble, turns it around with the Glacial Downpour, and Parasite actually just has to back off. That is so... Oh, nice snipe right there!
Wow. Really nice snipe by Francie.
Very, very well played. I mean, Francie, he's definitely one of the best players in the scene when it comes to Aluna. Snipes, it's between him
the
and
snipes
Leon
are...
Black.
His snipes are really amazing sometimes. It really is.
It's between he and Leon Black. They're good friends, and they both got really good snipes.
Yeah. Yeah, Leon is a really good Luna player as well, what I've seen. You have to have the feeling for the snipes. I don't really know what to say, but yeah.
Yeah, you have to have a really good sense of timing. You have to have a really good sense of almost even mind games. Like thinking about which way your opponent's going to go, and then being able to estimate their position, and then timing it perfectly. It can be very, very difficult to do, especially against a skilled player like Insania. Watching for the jukes and just being able to estimate him, out-thinking his opponent right there. It worked out.
But sometimes as a opponent, you don't think of the Luna snipe either. So sometimes you're like, oh shit, I got sniped. Oh yeah, they get the Luna, you know. And maybe he just walked back straight to base. He could have went to the left way, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was actually playing a game this morning in the in-house league, and Tralf calls out that they're trying to snipe me, and he says, "Snipe, dodge right," and I dodged right, and I almost walked right into the thing. Like my original path, I would have been just fine, and I almost walked right into it trying to dodge. So I was like, yeah, sometimes you can overthink it a little bit. And you're gonna be just
sometimes
fine.
Maybe it's best to just walk back, since the Aluna, the one who's playing Aluna, thinks, oh, maybe it goes this way, so I'm gonna snipe here. But yeah,
so we do have a pause coming out here from the complexity team. Hopefully this won't take too long. Take a look at perhaps some of the items. And Minot's actually picking up not only that Energizer, but then the Blessed Orb afterward. Most likely going to be going for a Sheepstick.
Yeah, Sheepstick or Nullstone, since in late stage of games, you were always afraid of being Hellflowered, and probably Moraxis, since he has a Hellflower, and maybe Bubbles will pick one up as well. That can ruin a whole team fight, but if you get that proc off, and then you get your Shrunken off, you can turn fights with Shrunken Head. and Tempest ult.
Yeah, I guess it probably is a nullstone. I thought sheepstick, but
Yeah, it could be a sheepstick as well. Depends.
it could be.
It's really hard to know what Minus going for since he go different routes every time he plays.
Pretty much every time.
That
Yeah.
yeah. Oh shit! I actually tried to stun Limp.
Yeah.
Blind. That camp. Oh, he had a ward there. So.
Well, middle tier 1 tower looks like it's going to be pushed finally at 34 minutes here, and tdM saying, okay, it's 34 minutes, you can no, never mind. They're actually
they're
going to
gonna
activate
try
the defensive
to,
tower. And good deny.
deny.
There's the initiation, though, on the Noob G. Quake stun going to be coming up. There's the Matrix. Kelfield only going to be hitting 1. Silhouette in there pounds down damage, and Noob G does drop. Glacius perhaps in a little bit of trouble. There's
nice
the Elemental Void
Tempest
onto 4. There's the Interruption, though. Eruption being channeled up. Noob G buys back, going to be coming in. Big Lava Surge Eruption onto 3. Backblast going to connect as well. Parasite going to go down as well as the Luna Miraxis uses the Quake. Able to escape for now. Going to be going down, though. And Silhouette, she's going to get caught as well. Gets interrupted. She goes down. And a huge fight for tdM. Buyback right there on Noob G, but other than that, all 5 players still up. Beautiful, beautiful synergy.
Moonman is so close to TPing out. I don't know. He stood behind the tree, so Noob G almost went past him, but he managed to went back and stun him in the last second. And really good buyback by Noob G there, I think. And Chess's interrupt on Tempest ult was really good as well. He stood far back, waited for the Tempest ult.
Bubbles coming in, just trying to do a little bit of harassment right now, but the melee racks, Silhouette does buy back, so she's going to be coming in to try to defend these. Will she be able to, though? There's the Emerald Red Lightning coming out, and Lava Surge onto Silhouette. The back's still taking a lot of pressure here. Minot's probably screaming, get the racks, and they do. Everyone gets out of there. The Energizer going to be going off. Silhouette, she's going to try to take down Hag, but no, Hag will be able to get out. Glacius, the only one that is going to go down, so Aiden, poor guy. He's worth it, though. Worth it.
Yeah, I think tdM did the right choice there. I've noticed good teams do that. They sacrifice their support player. The support player is trying to semi-bait. You know, he will run to one direction, and the other ones will run to the left in this choice. So they get a kill on Glacius, but rest survives, which is good for them.
They do, and now immediately going to be turning to Kongor.
Yeah, Congo will go down. They don't have any vision from tdM, so that's good. That's really good play by Complexity. They know they have the back of tdM and go regen, so they can take easy call.
Yeah, and well, Silhouette now even tankier. I'm so surprised that she was not able to get out in that last team fight. I thought that she was going to be able to with the perfect interrupt right there on her TP, and she does take the fall in that last fight. So well done to the tdM team correcting that one. And Insania, I mean, he's had great wards, like really, really good wards all game. I mean, wherever they're fighting, they're making sure it's lit up. But unfortunately, did not have vision of that Kong pit, so did give up the Kongor. And Complexity still retains a very, very small experience advantage. But their gold advantage completely gone now. Yeah.
I think tdM has chosen to have offensive wards this game. If you look at the ward that they have in Complexity's jungle, they feel pretty confident to farm there. Oh, so rather than having wards around Kongor.
She's going to use the shadow, though.
Yeah.
No problem.
But maybe tdM know they got Kongored, but they get Rax, so I think they're happy with that.
Yeah.
Trade Rax versus token.
Minats does go the Nullstone route, like you had thought, and so now there's nothing. There's literally 0 things that are going to be able to interrupt him, unless they get a skeleton and a parasite ultimate.
They have to catch him off guard, or Parasite is going for a Hellflower, so if he could trig that...
that's true. He does just finish
that Nullstone. Yeah, he got it now. Wow, he's really farmed.
265 gold per minute. I mean, he's not that farmed. We're just getting kind of late into the game. He's had nothing but that portal key for a while.
Yeah, true. But for a Parasite, you don't get that much farm as a Parasite, especially when you have a Silhouette farming your jungle.
Yeah.
So you mostly live on the assist goal and the kill goal. So I think his upkeeping really good this game.
Yeah, he's doing very well. And speaking of Hellflowers, gonna be one coming out on Meraxis. Wretched Hag already had hers. She finishes up a Shrunken Head and now picks up a Bound Eye, donated to her from Insania. Gonna do some counter warding as they do find Silhouette. Teleports on out to the Illusion though.
Yeah.
And God, it's so irritating to play against good Silhouette players. You're like, oh, I got him. Oh no, don't.
That's the good part with Nullstone mostly. If you're a good player, you will always be able to teleport out. If you don't get stunned, like AoE stunned, from I don't know, somewhere you don't see, yeah, Mag or Meraxis for example, and you can just trigger that Nullstone fast and keep him locked down.
Yeah, I really do feel like Magnus is probably the best anti-Silhouette hero because he doesn't activate that Nullstone, and his 700 range stun can be done from around a corner rather than having to PK then stun, like a Meraxis, because you PK on top and you've got another quarter of a second before that Quake comes out that you can actually just hit R. Whereas Magnus, he might be behind the tree line and just stuns you just like that really, really quickly. So I like Mag versus Silhouette, and man, Tempest is just so rich. Picks up a Soul's Bulwark, and now a Haste Rune. They're going to be going to try to do another push, perhaps, or maybe catch somebody off guard first.
Oh, Moonman is some trouble, maybe.
He might be. Walks right by a ward there.
I don't think they will go there that deep, though, because he has token as well, so they will probably die, and they know that, so they back off. Sai picked up a Cyclone, a Storm Spirit, by the way. So if Tempest would get into trouble, he would Cyclone and then pop his Shrunken. So I doubt that they won't get any Tempest ults off in their team fights now in tdM.
Yeah, that's going to be a very crucial item. One also picked up here by B-Kid on Complexity. So going to be able to save his teammates when they get hellflowered. But Magnus, I mean, I love the build that he goes with the Portal Key, the Ghost Marchers, the Storm Spirit, and the Push Stick. So mobile on that hero, and mobility, just like on Silhouette, is really your biggest asset on Magnus. Making sure that you're very rarely going to get killed because you're just able to get into position and out of those positions so effectively. So I like his build a lot.
Overall, in both teams, like total in this game, there are like 7 PKs and 1 blink. I mean, you can chase so far if you're up in the battle, or if you're ahead in a team fight.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Both of these teams kind of rich. That's,
yeah, I think they're same for buybacks, both teams. Moomin, they're going instantly for that Savage Mace. He's gonna do a lot of damage.
Yeah, he is. And on the other side, though, Master of Arms finishes up his Shrunken Head. So he's going to be able to stand tall in the middle of those team fights. No mana or health regen, anything like that, on Master of Arms just yet. Not going to be going for the Whispering Helm, as the mid tower does go down here. Complexity picking up some gold and, well, narrowing that gold deficit down to about 5,000.
Yeah, it's quite even this game. Like, the Rax is really good, but it's still yet only in a mid-Rax. Like, a mid-Rax is really good, but it's... I like to have a side lane Raxed better than mid lane, because mid lane is you're always gonna push out. It's more like you get a bit more map control with that.
Yeah, I agree with you. And then the ability to actually go into 2 different ones. As Meraxis is trying to man up right here. He activates the Matrax and will actually fall right here. So Limp manning up and taking down Haxer and is in the top lane. There's push coming out. And down goes B-Kid. So Complexity just getting picked off in 2 different locations. And
they do have buybacks on both those, though.
Yeah.
Both B-Kid and Haxer has buybacks.
You don't want to have to use those, though. As
Chess is chasing Limp there.
Almost.
Yeah,
almost a fratricide occurring.
It's so intense, these battles, because both teams just want to get their Hellflower in first.
Yeah, and tdM seeing that buyback did come out on Haxrin. Looks like they're going to fall back. Buyback on DK not going to be necessary. Yep, they're just going to go ahead and take Complexity's jungle a little bit.
This is really good to farm enemy jungle, but I do like to have one player who takes your jungle as well. So you get max up farm, but I think they want to push
Lava
now.
Surge going out right there on the Silhouette. And Shrunken Head's being activated left and right. A Purge on the Silhouette. She just gets completely disintegrated. Buyback immediately. Tower goes down and tdM fall back. Just fall back. Shell Surf goes out. Double Energizers activated. They're manning up on Noob G, actually baiting him a little bit. There's the Elemental Void, interrupted immediately though by Parasite. Kelpville going to be going out. The Bat Blast not going to be coming in just yet. Sonar Scream and Hag will in fact go down. A nice Emerald Red Lightning stun out onto two players right there. Insania going to take the fall. A good knockback from Master of Arms is not going to be enough. Two-man Lava Surge. Zai, the only one left remaining here from tdM. And he's going to be trying to fall back. Bubbles wants to get up there. He has a tablet of command available soon. And Zai, is he going to be able to get the jukes that he wants? Shellsurf, I think, just spotted him out. But no, he is going to juke for now. There's the axes, though. Push Stick going to be coming in and going to use the steam bath. And no, he's still in some serious trouble.
He can pick it out. He can pick it.
And now using the PK, in comes it. Next Storm Spirit. Nice.
Play by PK.
Wow, that is high-level play from both sides right here. Even using the Lava Surge, and now he's going to have the PK up in another few seconds. Push Stick going to be coming in.
The hell?
And he does not have a TP.
Gonna survive.
He's going to buy a TP.
Survive.
Oh, my.
Oh my god.
Wow, that was the chase of the century.
Yeah, I never seen such a manhunt in Han.
Wow. That was insane. And
Magnus is the hero that you can do that with, though, if you have those items.
You know what? What did I say 5 minutes ago? That when you have those items, you have incredible mobility. And that's your biggest weapon on Magnus, is that you just do not die unless you are bursted down immediately. If you're able to start a chase like that, you always have the possibility to just go ahead and do that.
You need a Hellflower to catch him.
Yep.
Yeah. As I said before as well, like both teams have the chase potential, and we clearly saw that there. They know that they could chase how long they wanted.
Yeah.
But they didn't catch him, so it was good play by Side. And also the biggest part with that he survived for almost half a minute. And
probably 40 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, and Complexity didn't do anything for that. They just chased. So they didn't get that big advantage as I thought they would.
Yeah, the golden experience advantage actually not truly representative of what's going on in the game. When you look at Complexity's side, they've used 4 buybacks, and those aren't represented in the golden experience right there. So actually, engagement could be going on here bottom. Zai might be in a little bit of trouble. Can use the Storm Spirit and the Push Stick. Shell Surf going to be going out. Auto attacks finish him off. There's the red power throw, and Hag may be in a little bit of trouble as well. Storm Spirit onto Silhouette. She's going to be just fine, and Limp going to have to get out of there. She's going to use that Flash of Darkness and try to. Another one up in 2 seconds. Taking some pressure. Stunned out. Not going to finish her off just yet, but no! Big Shell Surf.
In some trouble.
She goes down as Haxrin does take the fall right there, and Aluna in some trouble as well. She's got the bound eye. Push Stick going to be coming in, and Zai bought back to make this happen. Gonna use the Deja Vu, not gonna be able to escape, and the bound eye will go down right here. So not good for Complexity losing those 2 players. Picked up 2 great kills in the bottom lane, but now most likely going to give up the
They're both back
Congo.
on Limp now. They're gonna push for sure.
Oh,
I know that they're ahead now. And Congo is up as well. Ooh, they go. If I don't know, maybe they. No, they will go for the naked Rax top. They're gonna get it for sure. Or no, Haxon has 1 more buyback.
Yeah,
but if he burns that, he doesn't have a buyback, and they should know that in
there
tdM.
It is. Buys back. The Rack's taking a lot of pressure. Demonic Breastplate on Tempest. Gonna initiate. There's the Quake. The Broken Nullstone. Agmas gonna be able to come in, and Tempest activates that Shrunken Head. Parasite's gonna go down in the front line. Storm Spirit onto Glacius as Haxtron's taking a lot of pressure in the back. Glacius will go down, but now Silhouette trying to man up right here. The Lava Surge not gonna connect. Shrunken Head too long. Tempest Elemental Void. Push Stick right there though. Eruption being channeled up, and Silhouette taking a lot of pressure. She's gonna be able to man up, and Zai almost gonna go down. Not gonna go down in the end. able to escape. Actually, Kelpfield going to be going out onto Tempest as the auto attack's going to be coming in. Parasite taking a lot of pressure, take cover on that Bat Blast, and now a Storm Spirit. Parasite going to go down for the second time. They finish off Limp, and Complexity successfully defends their racks and take out 3 players. I don't even know who's winning this game anymore. They're still fighting over here. As there's the red power throw. Huge Storm Spirit. And no, there's the last auto attack. And well, are they going to be able to get the Song of the Sea? Are they going to be able to complete the Genocide? Not able to. And Zai, where are we? We're in the same place we were 3 minutes ago.
They
Zai,
won't chase him again.
the last one alive, gonna go back and defend the base. And I don't even know what's going on in this game.
Oh, they're so intense, these team fights.
They
the
are.
Cyclones, like the Storm Spirit saves people all the time. And
Yep.
they just, both teams just big play. Tablets. It's just like, I don't know what to say. It's just everyone playing so fantastic right now.
Yeah, everyone
And
is really playing top.
They managed to defend that. It was really good play by Complexity.
They might need to deny the meatball though. And there we go. Good job to Haxrin. Sorry.
Yeah, Haxton get an MVP for that.
Yeah, for sure. If they were playing an in-house league, I'd award him a truant point. Or an MVP point, that's for sure.
No buyouts on Hax and Moonman now.
Yeah.
And they should know that in tdM. So if they get pick off on either one of them, this should be GG. Because they can just walk straight up to the melee bags and get them. And that's going to be really tough to defend 2 racks down.
Yeah, it certainly is. I'm sorry, I'm still kind of sick right now, so trying not to cough and mute my mic when I do, but choking a little bit right there. I'm out of water. I need to go get another one and another drink, that is. After this game.
Magnus just bought a beast heart. Is he going for a heart or I don't know.
That builds into Helm of the Black Legion, Behemoth's Heart, and a sacrifice or Icon of the Goddess.
I don't think he would go for the icon though, but
I don't know.
maybe he just want to get tanky, get some HP.
Maybe.
They're going again.
They are indeed going again.
They have Tempest ult in 30 seconds, so maybe they just want to slow push this.
Yeah.
And yeah, if they get more access or silhouette now, this will be over, I think.
It certainly could be. Unfortunately, no vision here for the Hellborn side. Francie typically does like to get a ward back, like kind of where Magnus is standing. There's the initiation. Quake going to be coming out onto Tempest. Storm Spirit onto him, and he's going to be just fine. Kelpfield already being used. Shrunken Head is up, and no Elemental Void going to be coming out just yet. In the back, Luna taking a lot of pressure from Wretched Hag, who just used her Shrunken Head. Rax is completely out of mana because of the Nullfire Blade. Bad Blast going to be able to finish off Luna, and Silhouette taking a lot of pressure right here. She's going to go down. No, that was just a shadow right there, and Tempest might be going down, not going to be going in. There's the eruption with the Lava Surge, and tdM just takes a huge team fight. 4 players going down. Silhouette, the last one alive, gonna man up right there, able to get down the Wretched Hag. And will he be able to man up? No. Master of Arms goes down. B-Kid buys back for the second time, and he's gonna try to hold this off on his own. Nobody else is going to be able to come back. Uses that Shell Surf, but not gonna be able to hold these racks. And that's gonna be 2 sets of racks down for sure.
Huge Magnus ult by side there. Huge Magnus ult.
Yeah.
And Tempest got a big ult as well.
Oh, they're even going to go on B-Kid right here. Lava Surge going to go out, and there's the Nullfire Blade onto him. Using the Storm Spirit. Is he going to be okay? Whoa, we'll be able to Portal Key on out of there, so there we go.
No one picks up the eye on the ground.
US East.
Yeah.
But, yeah, things are looking very grim here for Complexity. Their defensive tower is taking a lot of pressure. Look at how fast Master of Arms is attacking. As there's the Song of the Sea, the Shell Surf, not going to be used just
5
yet.
seconds on Magnus time.
Yeah, not going to be able to man up on it, though, as the Shrunken Head's activated. The Shell Surf going to keep them just alive long enough. And Magnus, that Beast Heart paying dividends, as he is just tanky enough. Bottom tower goes down in favor of Complexity, so that's something good, but they're going to lose both of their base towers here. Not even going to get... Oh, they do get the...
I doubt they can defend this. They really need to win a fight at Congo now, and then just straight up push mid or bottom or something.
Yeah. Even up something.
Yeah, this is going to be really hard because tdM is going to push bottom and let the other lanes push in. And maybe even like slow kill Congo or something. And they do have to defend the base. They don't even have a tower in tower left in, at the shrine.
Yeah, Shrine taking just the barest of damage there, but we'll start to regen as Wretched Hag completes her Savage Mace. Silhouette completes hers as well. Meraxis on his way to a Shrunken Head. He's about 800 gold off of that. Slayer picked up here on Noob G, 400 gold from finishing up his Savage Mace. Glacius still just doing his thing, making his way toward a Shrunken Head, actually, as maybe initiation here in the bottom lane.
Yeah, the Sai picked up a full heart now as well. He has 3k HP. He won't go down fast.
Certainly will not.
Minus has a full demonic breastplate. I don't know where he finds his gold from, but he has, yeah.
Yeah, he's had that for a while, actually, since their last Kongor kill, in fact, and he's just rich. 441 gold per minute, still the top farmer in the game on Tempest, and with that full demonic, I mean, he just helps to put out more damage. The aura, great for taking down these towers, and we'll see if he's able to pick up something else before this game's over, or if the game might finish up just right about now.
Yeah, they will slow push now.
Oh, I'm so sorry. They're going to be stunning in right there. Magma's actually just toying with them perhaps a little bit as Silhouette has to use her shadow to make sure that she's safe. Courier goes down to the well. There's the initiation. Not going to be able to get the initiation on the Matriarch to be going out, and Wretched Hag in the thick of things. Going to be trying to go in right there. Glacius goes down to Silhouette. Meraxis is going to be taking the fall as well. B-Kid trying to get out of the use of the Storm Sphere to try to save himself. Elemental Void catching 3 players. Eruption being channeled up, and that is it. Bat Blast.
Wow.
Just, oh my god. How are they?
A 16 fight.
Trademark eSports just finds these team fights. The tree goes down, the sacrificial shrine goes down, and that's it. GG, well played. tdM looking so good in these fights. How could they have even lost in Han Tour? I mean, they just looked so good in these last 2 games.
Yeah, they picked up Magnus and Moa both these games. I think, yeah, they utilized both hero really strong. They managed to do nice saves with the Moa ult, and Magnus, yeah, he just runs around and set up things.
Yeah. All right, well, guys, that is going to do it for that game. We're going to go to a quick break while we try to figure out if we're going to be doing some more Scrimcast, or if not, we could have Sound Blaster Heroes League coming up in about 7 minutes or so. So, guys, stick right here. Pallet, any shout-outs before we go to a break?
Yeah, shout out to our sponsors and tdM, and shout out to you for doing this. I think it's real nice someone is casting those scrims, because, yeah, these are really nice to watch and deserves a commentator. Thanks for letting me in as well.
Yep, you did great. I was very, very pleased to have you on after we got the internet problem fixed up. That was kind of annoying, but after that, great.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks.
All right.
See you later.
All right, we'll catch you later then. Guys, going to go to a quick break while we try to figure out what's going on next, but got to give a shout out to Complexity Gaming for allowing coLcast to really happen here. Check them out over at complexitygaming.com, facebook.com/complexitygaming, and Twitter at ComplexityLive. I'll be right back with more scrims, or maybe some Sound Blaster Heroes League, guys. Don't go anywhere.